Hello and welcome to my channel today, Boo Snakes and more. Today we're going to be talking about 90s cartoons, so please like this video and subscribe to the channel. And for more videos, like to watch my other house channel, A&A Snakes and Stuff. My youngest son's channel, Henny's Toys and Games, or my oldest son's channel, Little Chris 10. Now let's dive into the video. The days of the wall-to-wall Saturday morning cartoon blocks may be gone, but nostalgia remains in our hearts. Though cartoons in the 90s weren't solely regulated to the weekend, many of our favorite memories streamed from those mornings watching our favorite characters. It's why many networks fill their afternoon blocks with cartoons to entertain the kids after school. And for the adults, there were the occasional few. The 90s provided an extraordinary batch of cartoons that live rent-free in our minds and deserve to be rediscovered. For this list, we're going to celebrate the cartoons that should be rediscovered, a mix of some beloved titles and others that have seemingly been forgotten. These cartoons represent a vast range of styles and demographics. In common, they bring high entertainment value, impacting pop culture along the way. These titles deserve to be in the conversation with the all-time greats of the decade. Bobby's World, 1990 through 1998. Today we know Howie Mandel as the former host of Dill or No Dill, and as the longtime judge of America's Got Talent. Back in the 80s, the actor-comedian starred in Saint Elsewhere. In the 90s, he was renowned for creating the children's cartoon Bobby's World. The humorous cartoon sitcom follows the daily life of 4-year-old Bobby Generic Mandel and his wild, overactive imagination, which turns ordinary everyday situations into epic, large-scale adventures. Through Bobby's daydreams, young viewers receive life lessons in heartfelt, relatable family situations, filled with a quirky cast of characters and even live-action introductions by Mandel himself. Bobby's World brilliantly captures the wonder of childhood, transforming mundane, everyday tasks into massive adventures through an overactive imagination. Bobby served as a wonderful protagonist, seeing the world through his wide-eyed wonder. Through clever wordplay and a kid-logic perspective, Bobby's World tapped into silly writing while maintaining important themes and stories. Mandel, who voiced Bobby, and his dad, Howard, created a world that was built around accessibility, from his Midwestern-tinged mom, Martha Del Mathis, to his fun-loving Uncle Ted, Tono Insana. It may have been Bobby's world, but his family was like ours, erotic, chaotic, and loving. Bobby's World resonated because it reflected the kids watching. If Mandel related to Bobby's story, so could we. Bonkers, 1993 to 1994. The 90s featured a massive rivalry between Disney and Nickelodeon in the cartoon department. Both companies were widely successful, each providing a colorful catalog of cartoons, from classic to iconic, with a few forgotten in between. One of the later just so happened to be Bonkers, lost in the shuffle of Disney cartoons inspired by their larger IP. Bonkers was an original character and concept that was refreshing and fun, tapping into the zany world where cartoons and humans coexisted. Inspired by Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the crime comedy tells the story of a frantic, out-of-work cartoon bobcat named Bonkers Jim Cummings, who joins the Hollywood Police Department, paired with reluctant human detectives, Detective Lucky Shirley Blake Cummings and Miranda Wright, Carly DeVito. Bonkers is tasked with solving cartoon-related crimes in a world where humans and toons live together. Originally spun from the anthology show Raw Toonage, the buddy cop cartoon is all about physical comedy, surreal visual gags, and fourth wall breakers that lead to a wacky world of wonderment. Bonkers served as a bridge to the cartoons of year. While we may feel nostalgic for Bonkers today, those adults who watched with their kids found their own nostalgia, comparing it to the golden age of animation, a la Tex Avery. Bonkers is joyful and corny. It's meant to leave you laughing, eager for the next laugh to arrive. Because Bonkers is depicted as a washed-up toon, the series is packed with fun cameos from classic Disney properties. Toontown worked as its own cinematic multiverse, where you never knew who you'd see coming and going. With millennials remembering Bonkers fondly, it's one that holds up well today. Luckily for you, Disney Plus has the series available to binge. Bucky O'Hare and the Toad Wars, 1991. If you were a kid of the time learning today that Bucky O'Hare and the Toad Wars was only 13 episodes, you might be quite shocked. And yet those 13 episodes were excellent. Based on the comic book series by comic book writer Larry Hama and comic book artist Michael Golden, the cartoon powers Bucky O'Hare, Johnson Margulis, a heroic green-furred rabbit, and his brave crew, the Righteous Indigtion, fighting the evil planet-conquering Toad Emperor in a parallel universe populated by anthropomorphic animals known as the Aniverse, a Silk Cart classic with extraordinary world building. Bucky O'Hare and the Toad Wars is a high-octane space opera of epic proportions. The original comic was a revolutionary parody of the highly successful Star Wars. Turning it into an animated series allowed it to pay homage to the franchise and other sci-fi classics, as every good cartoon in the era required. Bucky O'Hare and the Toad Wars had an iconic theme song that served as the perfect hype-up tune to set the scene. Once inside the episodes, the animation style was more colorful than that of other space-themed stories, giving it its own distinct identity. The characters were the stories aloo from Bucky's crew, including Jenny, Margaret Penvickett, Willie DeWitt, Sean Maurer, and Dead-Eyed Duck Scott McNeil. To the Toad Emperor, there is someone for everyone. Bucky O'Hare and the Toad Wars was cartoon escapism at its finest. Lucky for you, the comic and series spawned toys, and yes, lucky for you, the comic and series spawned toys, and yes, I had my very own Bucky O'Hare action figure. If you love sci-fi, this cartoon was ahead of its time. Captain Planet and the Planeteers, 1990 to 1996. Let's just get it out of the way now. How has it taken this long for a live-action movie or series? Millennials deserve it. Captain Planet and the Planeteers may have seemed progressive in retrospect, but there's an entire generation that genuinely cares about our world Because the titacular character told us we had to.
What are you talking about?
Created by Barbara Payne and Ted Turner. 90s cartoons.
What cartoon are we on now?
The iconic Captain Planet.
Oh, okay.
The iconic series.
Yeah, he does need a lot
Follows 5 diverse teenagers
or a
from
reboot,
across the
an
globe
animated reboot, something.
who were chosen by Gala.
You didn't have no
Whoopi
action
Goldberg.
figure.
I had action figures when I was little.
You didn't have no action figure. What the fuck they talking about?
How do you know?
Because I know you. You probably didn't. You had the G.I. Joes and the Barbie.
I may have. He was a fucking green rabbit. The way your mom likes animals, I may have. The spirit of Earth to protect the planet from ecological disasters and greedy eco-villains. The 5 teens. Kamara LeVar Burton from Africa has the power of Earth. Willer Joey Dido from Brooklyn has the power of fire.
From Brooklyn.
Lika Keith Saucely from Eastern Europe has the power of wind.
So
G.I.
he's a common Brooklyn person?
Jace Kawan from Asia has the power of water. And Mati Scott Minville from Brazil has the power of heart. Using magic to summon Captain Planet, a mighty blue-skinned, green-haired superhero who helps to save the day, alongside a wide roster of buddies.
Doesn't green mean pollution?
Hoggish, Greedy, Ed
So
Allison,
if he's meant to save the planet,
Pounder,
why is he green?
Because the green represented Earth, the blue represented water.
But don't green also represent pollution?
Sometimes, yeah, but it represented Earth in this cartoon. Luton Ponder, James Corborn, Duke Numick, Dean Stockwell,
What type of names are?
and Venomous Smock, Jeff Goldblum. Captain Planet was a different kind of superhero.
That's a huge pirate.
So, that was well ahead of its time. The 6-season series successfully blended action-packed superhero troops with crucial real-world environmental and social messaging, meant to entertain while also shedding a light on environmental conservation, fighting pollution, protecting endangered species,
better than what
and
these
stopping
kids have
deforestation
nowadays with their stupid toilets.
Captain Planet was more than just a cartoon. It was a legacy series that went beyond the screen and left a lasting impression. The series was one that celebrated heart, but for a 90s series, it was a strong celebration of diversity. Truly, the only way to solve the greatest global issues is by dictating the world through representation.
What?
Dictating. Dictating.
Dictating.
Representing.
Why am I putting
By the time
plate?
the episode ended and the Planet Tears alert played, you felt that you too could save the planet with specific, actionable ways to make a difference in their own communities. Sans a magic ring, of course. If a Netflix series is actually in the works, it would truly be a celebration passed down to generations. Freakazoid.
Now we're talking.
1995 through
Now we're talking.
1997.
Hell yeah, Freakazoid. That's my shit. That's what I just watched.
You weren't even born. So how are we talking?
I used to watch it. Okay, people, I'm taking this damn phone from you. She be like, it can't be your childhood if you wasn't born during that time period. But if I watched it as a kid, that's my childhood since I seen it as a kid. I don't know what the fuck just happened now, but something happened.
It gave me an error again.